welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. All right, so listen, happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays to everyone. Thank you to everyone who's been wishing me a happy Thanksgiving. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are spending it with loved ones or, friends, family, whoever, your mans. Listen, on this great holiday, I wanted to go ahead and give my 2 cents on Married to Medicine. I just saw, you guys know this season I've been loving Married to Medicine. I don't think I've ever talked about Married to Medicine this much ever. Okay, I went onto Dr. Heavenly's channel and y'all hated me because I said I don't feature Married to Medicine. Well, if the show's not that good, the show's not that good. If you're shaped like a beanbag, you're shaped like a beanbag. Like, it's not my fault that it was getting stale and that Anila couldn't save the show. But this season is a whole different situation because Sweet Tea has been added on. Phaedra has been added on. And it's so interesting. So I just saw a clip where Phaedra, Jackie, and Heavenly were talking, and they were kind of getting on Phaedra for inviting Quad to Sweet Tea's bridal shower situation. So that was a whole thing. And then I feel like Heavenly she's really on this bandwagon, like, oh my God, Sweet Tea don't need to get married. I'm concerned. She has issues with the sister and the husband is controlling and, it's going to turn out to be a situation like Quad. I'm paraphrasing, but that's essentially what she's saying, is that she's kind of scared because she feels like she doesn't know what she's getting herself into. Okay? On top of that, I feel like we have the things that are going on the show, but then we have the things that are happening outside of the show, right? Where you have Heavenly consistently going in on Sweet Tea on the YouTube, right, with Carlos King. And then you have Quad, who she recently did a stint on, her and Heavenly did a stint with Love B. Scott on Instagram Live. And that was really interesting, and we got to see how Quad was mocking Sweet Tea in her accent, talking about this look good, and all of those things. I say all of that to say that I feel like Sweet Tea is like low key being bullied. And I want to go ahead and, argue my case. Okay, hear me out. Sweet Tea knew what she was getting herself into. She was a fan of the show. But I don't think she was mentally prepared to be in the thick of it, especially in the controversial role that she's playing as the new wife to Quad's ex-husband, right? And so she made a conscious decision to join a show, right, where they usually do haze the new women, but Phaedra's not getting hazed, okay? Clock that T. But the girls can haze the new girls, and they can be really mean girl-like and, very, very shady, right? That's what the show revolves around the shady, chaotic mess of it all. So yes, I don't feel like sis was mentally prepared. However, you made a conscious decision to go on to the show. You knew that Quad was going to be in the mix. You knew that these women weren't the nicest women. You know Phaedra from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know how Dr. Heavenly is. And so, yeah, Dr. Heavenly is being kind of fake in your face, trying to be your friend, pretending to be your friend, and then meanwhile going to the internet to dog her friends out. There was a whole storyline about Heavenly doing that to Quad and Toya and everybody else. So you knew what this was. So I can't feel too bad because you knew what you were signing up for. Now, with that being said, though, I feel bad because not only are they scrutinizing her marriage, but they're talking about the way she looks. They're talking about her relationship with her sister. They're talking about her possibly being a gold digger. They're talking about her hair and her teeth and how she looks like a broke down Toya. They're talking about the fact that she's staying in Quad's old home. They're talking about the fact that, her new husband isn't going to change for her. That can be very overwhelming. And I feel like, especially when it comes to the things like mocking her accent and calling her a country bumpkin and saying that her body looks like a 67-year-old, like a lot of unwarranted attacks, I kind of feel like it's a bit much. Like at certain times, it's like, okay, girl, you had to know that they were going to bring up the fact that you living in Quad's old house. But then the stuff about having a pancake booty and the broke down Toya and the body looking like a 67-year-old woman, like, those things are just pure mean. Y'all, why did I just realize that this is not working? Anyways, so yeah, I feel like a lot of the attacks are unwarranted. So listen, I want to work with Sweet Tea. I want to give her some advice. I feel like she needs a gay assistant. And I know us gays, we hate being used as pawns and accessories and things like that, but I feel like she needs a good gay assistant. Every successful woman on reality television, specifically the Housewives or Married to Medicine or whatever show on Bravo. I feel like they have a good gay assistant that's going to help them with their outfits, their hair, their makeup. Sweet Tea does need help, right? I feel like there's nothing really wrong with the way she looks, but I feel like if you're going to be hanging around a Quad and a Phaedra, you have to bring it. You have to be more elevated. You have to match their fly. With that also being said, I feel like she needs to tap in and be more strategic about her storylines. Now that Sweet Tea is watching the entire season play out, right? And she sees that Quad is making fun of her online. She sees that Heavenly is making fun of her online. She sees that Jackie is making snarky, smart comments. She sees that they're tearing down the fact that, you know, she's living in Quad's old home and they're talking about her fashions and her body. Okay. If Sweet Tea was wise, right, she would come to the reunion, closed on a new house, okay? Closing on a new house. You need to let the girls know that you and your new husband just closed on a new house. That's number one. Number two, she needs to be pregnant at the reunion, okay? Because Heavenly is now talking about the fact that, you know, she may have allegedly misled or, you know, kind of defrauded Dr. G by teasing that she could offer him a child. Meanwhile, she is infertile. And I kind of feel like I want to see her prove everybody wrong. I want to see her prove the girls wrong, right? I don't want that to be her life. I don't want that to be true. So if she can, close on the new house, show up to the reunion with a baby bump, okay? I'm trying to secure a second season for Sweet Tea. And last but not least, I feel like she needs to really switch the narrative and harp on the fact that she's being bullied. I really, truly do. I feel like she needs to harp on the fact that they were overly critical about her marriage before even getting married. They were overly critical and tore down her wedding. They've been overly critical when it comes to her body, her clothing, her looks. Yeah, she needs to harp on that. Because I feel like a lot of the fans feel this way. I feel like they feel like she's not being treated right. And so she needs to tap into that audience and claim that she's been bullied and win over the hearts of everybody at the reunion. So that's what Sweet Tea needs to do. And she also needs to expose the fact that Heavenly and Quad came together. And this, I truly believe, this is all alleged, this is a theory, but I truly believe that Heavenly and Quad came up with a scheme and a scandal in order to convince producers to bring on Sweet Tea in order for Quad to save her peach. And their plan was to bring her on and make fun of her life and make fun of her marriage and make fun of everything that she had going on. Why do I feel like Quad was in on this too? Why do I feel like low-key Heavenly already told Quad that she was trying to convince producers to hire her and Quad gave her the okay? Because Quad's peach was on the line and she knew that if Sweet Tea was onto the show, that nobody was going to care about her unless she was there as well. Because Quad as it's kept, the producers didn't even really want Quad this season. Quad as it's kept, they were not really checking for Quad. So I feel like this was all a part of Quad's scheme. Am I the only one? Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know. That whole, I thought it was disrespectful how they brought her on and I felt slighted because, you know, I was a part of the inception of this show and yada, 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 yada. I feel like that's bullshit. I feel like she's in on it and I feel like she's been out drinking with Dr. Damon. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Happy Thanksgiving.